was Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he would never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. We back again on this good Friday to build on this good boxing. Give it his just due before the big fight tomorrow between Beterbiev and Bivol for undisputed. Tomorrow there will be a light heavyweight undisputed champion crown, man. And I'm here for it. I hope y'all here for it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all already know. You catch this on the playback. Smash the like button. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Make sure you do. And come rock out with the family. Shout out to the JBT family. Everybody that's rocking with us in the raffle. Today is your last day to get a ticket. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Go ahead and get you a ticket so you could, have a chance to win one of those lovely prizes, man, from the Kenichi Bear headphones, the Ninja brand air fryer, or the 10th generation Apple iPad, man. You can't beat it. $10 get you in, $25 get you in 3 times, man. But again, shout out to everybody, and let's get to this build, man. Peace and love to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Jusdueboxing in the building. Support theme music, me. Thanks. Oh yeah, hit the like. Shout out to my baby.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to the baby girl. Appreciate the support early in the chat, man. Yes, man. Y'all all smash that like button, become a member, all that good stuff. Shout out to my baby girl, man. Lonnie Lee, what's good with it, family? Avoid the hurricane. Good. Hit. Land 50 miles away. Still tore up St. Petersburg. Got no power, but I'm good, man. Lonnie Lee, appreciate you always being here, man. And I'm glad you good over there, man, through this hurricane. Glad you wasn't affected too bad. You know what I mean? Hopefully you get your power restored, you know, ASAP. Ace, all love, family, Mr. Empire, Andrew, Gray, Bruce Gas. Shout out to the OG, Drew Division, my guy. Shout out to Drew Division in the Cash App. Much love, much appreciation.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to Drew Division. Appreciate the support, family. We're going to get to this build. We're going to get to it. Melanie Queen. Shout out to the Queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you, man. Yes, today is the deadline. Tony was good with it, fam. The real infinite in the building was good, family. Shout out to everybody, man. We're going to build on this boxing for a little bit on this Good Friday. Y'all know how we do. Always something to build on, and we going to get to it. Because, you know, I'm Mr. Narrative. I shoot the narratives down, Mr. False Narrative Shoot. I need a name for it, but I hate false narratives in the sport. I think they ruin the sport. I think they bad. And it's just a big misrepresentation of the kind of talent and the fighters and the attitude of the fighters that we got in this sport. And it's like we complain all day, and when we don't get what we want, we just force guys to be ducks. And right on par, they doing it with Terence Crawford. I hate to see it because it's very short-sighted. It's like you got to think deeper than that. You know, it's deeper than ducking. It's not always about ducking. It's about guys having opportunities and you know, trying to take the best, you know, opportunity for themselves. CJ, what's good with it, my guy? Cal, cool with blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? And it's no different, right? Especially as it pertains to Bud Crawford. When you a guy like him, you know, as accomplished as he is, you hear people say it all the time. He's not as big a star as he should be. You know, his biggest payday is always going to be Errol Spence. He ain't got that many big paydays left, X, Y, and Z. He chasing Canelo. He begging for a Canelo fight. You just hear all these different things. And, you know, if you just try to make sense out of some of it, if you're a guy that's not been the biggest star, but you've been getting paid pretty well throughout your career, let's not make no mistake. But, you know, those super big paydays like the one you got with Errol Spence kind of eluded you for one reason or another, right? But if you're a guy that's toward the end of your career, you might got two more appearances left at best, and you seeking paydays, you're gonna do whatever you can to put yourself in position to get those opportunities, as you should. If you don't, like, let's just be real, like, all, you know, personalities and all that narratives and BS aside, just Terence Crawford, the fighter, the talent, you would feel like he would have been a part of more of these type of fights and big paydays, right? You know, with the talent. But, you know, with him only being able to secure Errol Spence as the biggest payday, obviously, of his career, some would say he left some things on the table, left some opportunities possibly on the table. And I'll say to a degree, yeah. So if you're a person that's seeking opportunities and you at the end of your career, what are you going to do? You get what I'm saying? You're going to do exactly that. Ray Patterson, what's good, Ray? My Jersey brethren, man. Thomas Hill, my guy in the building, Boxing Menu Podcast. What's good, fam? Beth in the building. What's good, bro? So what would you do? If you in Terence Crawford's shoes, what do you do? If you seeking money, if opportunity is what you seek, and, you know, you you know, people, we hear, like I said, you hear the whole fight Boots, fight Boots, fight Boots. And I get it. I'm never going to be against that fight happening at all. As long as Terence Crawford's in boxing, I don't think he'll stick around till he's super old anyway. So as long as he's in boxing, I don't mind people, you know, wanting to see that fight, but you just got to be realistic. Is that the kind of lucrative opportunity that he's looking for? No. But then when you look at it and you see how dangerous people look at Boots, right? And what kind of challenge people feel like he'd be for Bud, right? I think he knows that too. He knows full well, real recognized real. He know that man is a challenge. So my thing is, if he's just gonna be the challenge, he's gonna be a difficult fight. Arguably could be one of the more difficult fights he have from a physical standpoint, right? Being able to match him, athletic standpoint as well, right? In his older age. But if the money is not attached to it, and you're a guy that in Terence Crawford that, like, we all know, had that one big payday with obviously Errol Spence, and that's what you're looking to repeat or get something close to it. That's if that situation doesn't provide that kind of, you know, financial stability for you, you don't revisit. That's not going to be one of your top choices for sure, especially with a guy being a full weight class down. I know that might not sound like much from 47 to 54, but that's really what it is. That is, there's no way the fight even going to happen with guys being at two separate weight classes. It's just not going to happen. And then when you consider, you know, the more accomplished guy, the older guy in this situation, looking for bigger opportunities, the younger guy, as he should, is focusing on his smoke and what he could do at 147. As a matter of fact, he got another fight coming up, which is a rematch November. What is it, the 9th? Know what I mean? With David Avanesian. So with that being said, you know, you could always want to fight, but I always beg the question, and I put it out there all the time, do the fighters that we want to see fight want to fight each other right now? Is that the focus? Because there's a big difference in, wanting a fight and willing to fight. You get what I'm saying? When you want something, you positioning yourself, you working for it, you calling for it, you doing everything you can in your power to secure that particular fight. And if that's not the case, then I'm able to see that. So when I see that what Boots is doing, like I said, that just, his immediate plans don't involve Terence Crawford. So as much as we want to see that, you're not going to see it. And then the fact that it doesn't provide the kind of financial, you know, gain that Bud is looking for at this particular point. He's been very clear about that. Like, that's why I say people could be mad at it all you want, but he's very transparent in that regard as to what he want. Big opportunity, want the money. He said he's very clear. Like, and that's why I say, man, we want people to take punishment, but we don't care if they're financially secured in the fight that they're taking. Just go out there and make the fight. You know, it is, I get it as a fan, but to a certain degree, you gotta be realistic. These are still people, and he want to make sure if I'm about to go out here and take these risks, I'm gonna get paid accordingly, man. I ain't no spring chicken no more. I ain't just going out here all guts and glory. Nah, bro. Where that bag at? You get me? Yeah, I'll take the challenge. I'll take any challenge out there, but where that money at? You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't for play. He at the end of his career, it ain't absolutely nothing wrong with trying to cash out, especially if a cash out opportunity is going to be one of the most dangerous opportunities or fights that you could take at the time. I can't knock him for it. I ain't mad at all at him for it. Like, let's see it. You know what I'm saying? But like, at no way, shape, or form, at no point am I going to call him a duck and say he avoiding Sebastian Fundora. Like, you serious? Sebastian Fundora, like, although a good fighter, dangerous matchup, tricky guy for anybody, right? But Bud Crawford ducking Sebastian Fundora is laughable, man. It's a joke. It's really a joke. Ricky Williams, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? It's good for Bud because he only has to fight one of them. If EJ wins, he will rematch. If Fundora wins, then well. Rick, we gonna get to it. You know what I mean? He know what he doing. Ambrose, what it do, fam? How you feeling? So you about to bust that 10K? Yes, sir, man. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the journey, man. We gonna get to that 10K, man. We grinded. We gonna get to the show, and what's good with it? You see the weigh-in today? With Beterbiev and Bivol. Nah, somebody gave me a rundown on it. I think Bud got 3 fights left in him now, unless one is Canelo, then 2. Nah, I get that too. You know, that 2-3 fight range. I'm with you, CJ. Is, you know, and I say that because of what he said out his mouth, and I know he had another fight since then. So I was saying, like, you know, 2 fights, but yeah, maybe if one is Canelo. But with that being said, you know, he's at the stage where he like, bro, I'm trying to make these last ones really count. I'm trying to, you know, either it's going to be a legacy type of fight that I want, or it's going to be money, or both, right? And check this out. While he's playing chess, in my opinion, while people thinking like checkers, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? While he's playing chess, in my opinion, because if he's choosing to step aside and allow Fundora and Spence to fight, you know, it's no way he could lose in that situation, right? Especially if money is what he's looking for, right? You're looking for that lucrative opportunity. If people expect Errol Spence to bounce back and be what he gonna be against Fundora, he wins, that could potentially set up the rematch that people was asking for anyway. And that could essentially be another payday for him. You get what I'm saying? So you got that. And then at the same token, him not taking this fight still leaves the Canelo option open for him as well. So just a bit of patience might do him well in this situation by electing not to fight Fundora right now. It's not as simple as ducking. It's about doing business and being smart about it, right? Almost playing with house money. You could take the gamble, be free and available to see if Canelo could potentially select you. And you hear the little whispers about talks being back on about that fight being made. So if you're available, you don't take that fight off the table for you if it's an opportunity there, right? There's that. And then on the other end, like I said, you got Spence and Fundora go out there and fight. You got whether Spence win and look like he needed to look, then that makes sense for a rematch. People going to immediately start talking about that again. I know that. If he loses and Fundora wins, then it's Fundora. You got some titles. You can go fight him, take some titles, you know, move yourself closer to becoming undisputed in your third division. You get what I'm saying? So I think Terence Crawford playing this situation a bit smart. I mean, I ain't saying that's exactly what he's doing, but I could see the play. I could see it being possible, especially when you start hearing the whispers again about the Canelo being an option. And then when you think about money and opportunities, right? You thinking Errol Spence was my biggest bag. Hey, man, if he can return to form and go out there and beat Fundora up, we cooking. You get what I'm saying? Because we definitely go run it back. You get what I'm saying? I could damn near retire with that. If not, fight another fighter or so. But you get me? So I think he just being a little bit smarter and patient in this regard, man. He ain't got to rush into nothing. He ain't hurting for no money or no opportunities, right? Remember, the talk was, you know, after this stuff with Errol and how all of that played out and manifested, he wasn't going to have other opportunities. People wasn't going to want to deal with him. You see how much BS people be calling? It's BS. The man still got opportunities, still in position to make fights, ones that matter. And I think people don't like that. That's why they keep saying, oh, fight Boots, man. I'm not going to demand that he fight no damn Javon Ennis as long as Boots is at 47 and he's at 54. It just don't make sense to keep calling that. You got to use your head and you got to ask yourself, is either team, not just Crawford. Crawford's vocal about what he wants. So you should be either respected or you know what I mean? At this point, you know what I mean? You respect where you're coming from. Look, I'm trying to get this money before I get up out of here, man. I got a couple fights left in me. And it ain't going to just be me taking chances without the money matching up. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the boxing menu. What's good with it, bro? Said the interaction between Beterbiev did the talking, Beterbiev, 2 words, we'll see. Cold-blooded. Dr. Boxing Talk, my guy. What's good with it? Big Dre, you in voyeur mode, it's all good. Appreciate you as always. What's good with it, Doc? Somebody told me that Bud was ducking. Yeah, Fundora, I just thought they were trolling. Nope, they ain't trolling, bro. They dead serious. Bud was retiring 90% of his career. Biggest bag was for a milli fight, and he never got a Loma pack. Josh Taylor or Tim Bradley. Yeah, I would love to sue Bob too. Yeah, he was getting, he still was getting paid well, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, those real big paydays, and those kind of eluded him for one reason or another. But he was finally able to secure one with, you know, Errol Spence. And now people making it seem as if it's something wrong with him trying to get to a point in his career where he's chasing money, because it's legacy that comes with it. He ain't just primarily bag chasing. His bag's going to come with some risk. But like I said, just a bit of patience might do him some good. You know what I mean? Him being available and not taking Fundora, allowing Spence to handle that. Hey, Spence got to go through another training camp, another tough fight. Even if he win, Fundora mess around, be tough. You already beat him once. If you rematch him, pretty sure you can beat him again. You get what I'm saying? It's one of them situations where I think he in a win-win situation. He in a win-win situation. He at the top of his game, still undefeated, coming off a win, whether people want to complain or not. You can sit there patiently if you want to allow Spence and Fundora to sort that situation out to see if it's a potential opportunity that could come out of that one for him that's lucrative, right? And then you got the Canelo situation on the other hand. So I think just weighing your options, he's going to play this very smart. Boots is just not going to be in the equation. And like I said, how quick do we forget? 1 minute he was ducking Boots. Now we move from past Boots because we know better that they separate weight classes and Boots handling smoke at 47. Now we moved the goalpost conveniently. Now he ducking Fundora. It's just weird, man. It's weird. Fundora improved enough for Terence Crawford to even think about ducking him. I don't give a damn how tall he is, what his jab is, and none of that. You talking about the pound for pound king? Don't give me that. He'll find a way to beat Fundora big tall ass. With them all the mistakes that he made, it'll be a tricky, weird fight, but he still beat him. I ain't got no Fundora beating Bud. I don't even got Fundora beating Spence for all y'all counting out Spence, the Rick Glazers of the world, man. Doing my guy Spence filthy too. With around fight one time a year. At this point though, Bev, that's what he been doing, and it just be right on par with what he been doing. And on top of that, you know, he got a couple left at best anyway, and 3 is max. You know what I mean? 2 to 3 fights. So I think he at the point where he can pick and choose, right? Like what situation make the most sense. He ain't got to just go do something to try to stay active. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it turn out. Shout out to my brother Lonnie Lee for the 10-piece. Just some color, bro. Always supporting.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Lonnie Lee. Appreciate you, fam. Cass Sports, the box story, and Jim Brown in the building. Was good with my guys, man. How y'all feeling? Chuck Madrimov, that's a good fight too. Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling? Always good to see you, man. That's gonna be a good fight, a good bang out fight. You know what I mean? Chuck Madrimov. Well, Madrimov gonna try to box. I think Chuck gonna try to bang. So I think it's gonna be entertaining the whole way through. It should be. She said, Buzz been fight once per year since, yeah. I'm saying I would love to see him fight more often, but that isn't an indicator of him ducking anybody, right? You want to see him in there, but you get what he doing. Mike, what it do? Mike Mazak in the building. Shout out to my guy, man. Tank vs. Devin, like Pac vs. Biggie. Never gonna settle, but both take it under controversial circumstances. I like that, CJ. I like that. You probably right. This man, but that's a good fight though, Sheldon. But look, man, all this Bud ducking stuff is just another narrative for people to push right now. I realize every now and then boxing dry up and people just need something that's gonna get people attention. And I think they're trying it right now with the Bud Crawford stuff. Don't give me this, man. A guy, I think, in my honest opinion, playing chess. I think he weighing his options. I think he keeping his plate clean just in case a Canelo opportunity present itself. Like I said, I just heard recently that they those talks it was back on. So you just never know. With Turkey Al-Sheikh in the mix, with Canelo willing to work with the guy, you just never know what opportunity could present itself. It is boxing. I mean, we seen crazy stuff. Shit. Who could have ever told you that? Who could have ever told you that Francis Ngannou was going to get a shot at Anthony Joshua before Deontay Wilder? You would have never thought that in a million years, right? Or then maybe some people would have thought it, but you get my point. So I don't know, man. I think anything can happen. Big said the plans for EJ to fight Fundora all along, but at 54, EJ disrespect is crazy. Fundora big ass gonna stop. Yeah, man. Cornelius, my guy. What it do, man? How you feeling? Yeah, man. I'm still rocking with EJ to the end. They gotta show me that he's finished. And all of this stuff tying together, like I said, it's just not about Bud, but I think it makes sense for a guy that's trying to secure an opportunity that he would deem lucrative, or if not as lucrative as he'll want, at least he'll get paid well. And on top of that, it'll be some legacy or some belts that he could snatch up in the process. So I don't know. I think Bud is in a good position. Shit, he could retire and walk away right now at the top of his game, and people still they still complain. So I like the position that he finds himself in, right? This is Rick Glazier, bro. This is Rick Glazier with his opinions, and I just find this stuff to be crazy. That I mean, I get it, bro, but people be so negative when it come to Errol Spence, bro. It's like, damn, no matter how much work you put in, all it takes is one bad loss, man. And although it was a shocking loss and it was ugly as they get, but damn, it was one loss and it was to the best fighter in the world, man. If you show me how many people gonna go in there with the pound for pound best fighter, arguably in the world, on their worst night, and that guy be on the absolute top of his game, and you tell me how that's gonna look. You get me? So I made peace with the July 20th, whatever the case. I think that's the date, whatever it was. But I made my peace with it, man. I'm ready to see Errol Spence get back in there. That's obviously what he on, especially with him getting back in there with somebody dangerous like Fundora, coming off a loss and so much more time off. But I believe in this man. He said, man, you need good 8 weeks to get you back in shape. And I feel like as long as he's been keeping his weight down and staying in some type of shape, he'll be all right, man. If he returned to form, Fundora got a problem. And like I've said, and I maintain, bro, he is not Terence Crawford. Sebastian Fundora is not Terence Crawford. And I mean that. So he gonna have to show me I'm not just awarding him no win because Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence. And that's just me. Like, I get it. If you somebody that feel like, look, that was the writing on the wall, Errol Spence will never be the same. He shot, he finished, he done. Cool, then go with that. But for me, man, I seen a guy that just wasn't what he needed to be, nowhere near it on the night. And I seen Terence Crawford on demon time. You know what I'm saying? Was a apex predator at his highest order. That's what he was in the ring that night. So it is what it is. I just want to see him bounce back, man. You got this Rick Glazier, aka Mermaid Man. Hashtag Errol Spence went from Al Heyman's darling to completely shot and now announced cannon fodder for WBC, WBO, 154 world champ Sebastian Fundora. Spence shouldn't be fighting anymore. Fundora finishes what's left of Errol Spence, out with the old, in with the new. That's boxing. I mean, yeah, I get it. Out with the old, in with the new. It always been that. But this is another reason why I'm ready to see Errol Spence fight again. Because I would love for all of these people to be proven wrong. I would love for him to come out there, get his hand raised again in a good fight and show people that, hey, man, that was an anomaly on my, on my resume, on my record, man. I wasn't myself that night for one reason or another. We ain't got to even get into it. But the sooner the better, so we could stop hearing how shot he is, how done he is. And it's like, you can't blame Haney, you can't blame nobody. It's life. Life happened to Errol Spence. He made decisions that he's going to have to live with. I mean, he in the situation he in, but shit, even in Errol's shoes, he's still in a better situation than a lot of these fighters will ever be in. So let's see, man. I'm rooting for him. I ain't counting him out. I ain't throwing him away. I know it was a tough loss. I know he been through the ringer with the accidents, and his health ain't been the best. He been nicked up, beat up, all those different things is true. But I think at the end of the day, man, gotta give him a chance to bounce back, man. I think people owe him that. I think boxing, I think he deserves that much. You know what I mean? To give him at least that one opportunity. I ain't saying not one more fight after this. Like I said, he come out here, Errol Spence look anything close to what he looked like against Crawford, then it is what it is. It might be time to call it, but until that happens, I can't just write him off completely like that. You get what I'm saying? It was one loss. You know what I mean? It's like I said, to the best fighter in the world, in my opinion. So it's all good. From my view, was good with it. You could take him for Fundora, though. They say his age a lot. I just think ain't hungry no more. We'll see. We'll see. Because I think to keep doing it at this point, got to be some reason you doing it, especially when it ain't money. Got to be either your love for it or hunger. Or hopefully in this case, both. You know what I mean? Nah, hell no. Right, Jim. He flawed, but ain't no walk in the park. Could be a tough task for anybody on the night, especially if you don't you don't approach the situation or the fight the right way. But like I said, with EJ, he got a lot of target, that big, long, tall body, that frame, all that torso, man, aim for the ribs. Beat his body up, EJ. You know what I mean? Beat his body up. Beat his body up. So I ain't hearing none of it. I think Crawford is being smart by allowing this to take place, or not even trying to get in the way of it and not be the guy to fight Fundora first. And look, shit, just for conversation purposes, I mean, another way to look at it, look, Fundora, you know what I mean? He knows Spence, even if he's somewhat of what he's supposed to be, he should end up giving Fundora a tough fight. Fundora just freshly came out of war. Them wars start adding up. So either way, Terence sit back, let them two, take a tear a chunk out each other, for better, for worse, right? So you get in there with the winner, either or, man. They if they're in another tough fight, that's good for you. You know what I mean, as a fighter. So, and you get a chance to sit back and watch it. So I think Terence Crawford played chess with this one. I don't think this was an effort to duck nobody. I think he playing his cards right. I think he also would elect this, like I said, steer clean and stay clean, with no fights. Stay available, should I say, just in case Canelo come a knocking. Because, Turkey Alice Sheik, remember he was sitting with Turkey Alice Sheik talking about fighting Canelo. So that might have been the reason these talks resumed again. So let's see it, man. DGO was good with it. Clear cash out. Spence doesn't deserve any kind of title shot. I would never say a guy that put this much on the line for the sport of boxing don't deserve a title shot. But I mean, I can understand somebody else might feel that way, but I ain't gonna say it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it. One loss don't mean don't deserve an opportunity, right? Shit, Fundora himself got an opportunity off a loss, and people complained about that. And look what kind of fight he gave you. So I don't complain. I let the politics be what it is, right? At the end of the day, because that's what that would be. People feel like there's politics involved while he in position to get a title shot. So, I feel like when it works in favor of the real ones, bro, and I get what you saying too, but I feel like when it works in favor of the real ones, I ain't gonna complain about it, because we see so many times, so often, it don't work out for the real ones. So when it do, and somebody like Errol Spence that dedicated everything to the sport, made some mistakes. He dealt with the consequences, came back, still made sure he gave us a fight that probably wasn't in his best interest to give us at the weight class, and he still do it. Something just happened to work out for him, and he find himself in a position to give us another good fight to see what he got left, and there happened to be some titles on the line. So be it. You get what I'm saying? Because think about it. Think about how much winning he did before he took that loss. Should he necessarily have to start all the way from the back of the line, right? Putting in so much work, and then knowing that, he's a lucrative opportunity for people too. So some things that kind of put him in position to be able to, get some of these fights. You know what I'm saying? Hannibal was good with it, my guy. How you feeling? So we'll see. You said Al Heyman cashing out. Why would you have him fight arguably the best at 54 for your first fight? Because if you think about it, and I don't know, I think we be blaming the wrong people. How is Al Heyman not forcing him to fight? You get me? Al Heyman not forcing him to fight. That's his advisor, man. He could be advising him not to fight. We would never know. But he not the guy definitely forcing him to fight. But he's the guy that's gonna put his guy in the best position possible that he can. And like I said, Spence still got drawing power. He's still a name. Gertz was good with it. Still looked at as a world class fighter by many. You know what I mean? If you ain't just hollering at his shot. So I don't think it's Al Heyman cashing out. I think Errol Spence is staying true to what he do. Rolly was good. He said he don't do tune-ups. So, you know what I mean? And with him being a name and moving up, he gonna be in position. You get what I'm saying? Look how long he was world champion, collecting all them belts. He moved right up after one loss. I knew they weren't gonna put him to the back of the line. You know what I mean? I knew he was gonna get opportunities. So that's where it lies for me. And I mean, at this point, I need to see it so I can know if he got it left or he don't. We'll see. No, you know what I mean? Only one way to find out is about the fight, man. I can't just deem a guy done before we see the fight. Ty was good with it. Kello was good, my guy. So Errol said he doesn't wait in line. That's a fact too. He definitely doesn't want to get his hate off. Yeah, you know, he definitely gonna slip him in there, Ty. Shout out to my guy, man. He said salute upper in chat. You on Just Do It, Kello. That's how I know you. That's how I know you be on all day, man. Supporting us, man. Shout out to everybody that continues to support us, content creators, man. We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Had to shout y'all out, man. But yeah, let me get this off of here, man. But real quick, and then Jake Donovan also with that when he had made this update. So he's saying WBO we're gonna have to approve this or the fight ain't gonna be no WBO title defense. I doubt if that matter if you Fundora. You looking at the opportunity that comes with fighting Spence, the money you could gain, the name that it could be on your resume if you can beat him, things like that. So I don't think something like this gonna get in the way of that fight being made. Trick Note, what it do, family? How you feeling? I don't think something like this gonna get in the way of the fight. And like I said before, I think Terence Crawford just playing his cards right. Especially, I mean, it might not even be fully in his control, but not putting up a fight to not be able to fight Fundora right now makes sense for him. Let them sort it out. Like I said, wishful thinking. Errol Spence go out there and get that win over Fundora. Now you rematch Errol Spence for another big bag at 54, and that shit makes sense. Belts on the line, or if Fundora win, then you go take him out. And in the meantime, while they sorting their business out, you go over you see if the Canelo bag is an option for you, right? That's what you do. You see if the Canelo bag is an option for you. So I think that's where we at with Bud Crawford, man. And I just don't see him ducking nobody, especially not no unproven Fundora. No matter how dangerous of a fighter you might think he is, he ain't dangerous to the point like somebody that's as talented as Bud would be wanting to duck him. I don't see that. I don't see it. So, like I said, in my opinion, Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora would be good for Bud Crawford. Good for Errol Spence, especially if he could get a win. Good because he could resume his career and, make a decision whether or not he still got it, right? If he still want to maintain and try to keep pushing, right? You just want to hurry up and see this stuff. The sooner, the better. So I think Bud Crawford is in a good position. I think he at the top of his game still. If he walked away right now, he'd be just fine. So I don't think he got to be in a rush to make no fight, rushing to no one situation, right? I think he can sit back, weigh his options a little bit, and do what make the most sense. And I think as long as he do that, he's straight. You know what I'm saying? He's straight. The hell with that ducking stuff. That's garbage. Shout out to my guy. No, it's all good. Mile in the kitchen, man. Shout out to you, man, Kello. LetsBuild, the fax machine. Good plug. Missed it. Don't miss. You know what I'm saying? What's good, my guy? His face gonna be just like Lubin's. We'll see. A1 Hoop Zone. Shout out to my guy, man. Holding baby boy, keep cooking. Shout out to you and the babies, man. Tell you what's good with it, fam. Bud the Whoop TL. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing Bud punch on him because he talked too much. He talked crazy, talked reckless, and it's uncalled for. So I wouldn't mind seeing somebody punch him in his mouth, but I think Bud is gonna play his situation smart. And like I said, no surprise there. Come on, I want to see where Errol got left. I do. I'm ready to see it so people can stop speculating because I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a lot of people that got to eat some crow if that man look good and go out there and beat Fundora, mess around, stopping with a body shot. I would love nothing more than to see vintage Errol Spence and him mess around and stop, Sebastian Fundora with a body shot. It ain't out the realm of possibility. That dude get hit. He get long ass torso. He got a lot of body, you know what I mean? A lot of target to hit, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I know he an awkward, tricky fight for anybody, right? But I got faith, man. I got faith in EJ, man. Like I said, Fundora ain't no damn Terence Crawford, and I ain't about to treat him like it at all. Not about to treat him like he Bud Crawford at all. You get me? So look, I don't know why. I don't know, y'all. I'm just cut different. Errol Spence as a fighter, although whatever his personal life, that's that. But as a fighter, he's moved in a way that you would want a fighter to move. If you had a son or a brother or a cousin, family in boxing, and they moved the way Errol Spence did inside the ring in the realm of boxing, you got to appreciate that. You tip your hat for him. So why wouldn't you want to see him get his opportunity to get back in there with somebody and see if he do still got it or not? Like, you get what I'm saying? We so harsh to the fighters, and think about it. They sacrifice everything. And I understand if you genuinely concerned because you think that something was really wrong and he shouldn't fight no more because of that. But it's some that just like, because of the best fighter in the world beat him. He cooked, he done, he finished. I ain't trying to hear that, man. Shout out to Errol Spence, keep pushing. Terence Crawford, keep playing chess. They playing checkers. They ain't seeing the board clear. I think he is. If you leave yourself available, you can get a Canelo fight. Possibly if that opens up for you. If not, on the flip end, you let Sebastian Fundora and Errol Spence duke it out. Errol Spence, wishful thinking, he go out there and beat Fundora. Now you got your rematch, you got a bag, and Errol Spence, you could either fight that guy and retire or chase more legacy at 54. You can end up fighting Fundora, beat him up, take some belts, get that closer to being 3-time undisputed or undisputed three times in 3 different divisions. So I just want to see it, man. I think he got some good options if he plays cards right and if some things work out in his favor. Like I said, man, until I see somebody else kick Errol Spence's ass, I ain't giving him no win. I get it. I think he can bounce back. I think he can get back. And I ain't never going to say 100%, but I think he can return to some type of form where he can go out there and get a win. That I do. I'm optimistic, and that's how I think, man. I rock with Errol Spence. Want to see if he can bounce back, bro. Got to give him an opportunity, man. He just made it, man. Man, congrats, man. Congrats, A1, man. Blessings to the baby boy, too, man. For real. Cooking with Sir Senior. What's good with it, fam? Yeah, nah, I get that. I get that. But an ass whooping, sir, because he going to get paid some type of way, right? But an ass whooping some type of way, it'd be cool to see somebody beat him up. You know what I mean? Maybe it might be one of these, another Sandor Martin type, right? Let him keep playing around with them Claggets and stuff like that. He mess around, get beat up. Be a unification, right, Hannibal, right? Mr. In Pride, what it do, my guy? I don't know. I never started one, bro. I never started one. I never did a prediction record. But I mean, or like I was thinking about it when I was first starting the channel, but I never end up getting to it for one reason or another. But I should, though. I should. Shout out to the Queen. Lisa, always supporting heavy. Much love, much appreciation to the Queen in the Cash App. Showing love as always, man. Huge support as always. Appreciate you, Lisa.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Much love to the Queen. Appreciate you as always. Said Teal pulled a Paulie Malignaggi when he was young, undefeated. He was trolling Miguel Cotto. Said no at first, but then said yes and beat Paulie with the end of his life. Full Bub beats up TL. I'm telling you, with the plan that he doing, shout out to my guy, Mr. Empire. Yeah, I need to think about doing one. Bro. I do. I was thinking about it when I was first starting the channel, but it just kind of slipped past, and I never started it. But I feel like my predictions sometimes suck, but not really. But I think it's something I could do for sure. Like I said, Ortiz retires. Errol Ortiz, shit, man. If Errol returned to form, man, you never know. That could be a potential fight. It's just all depending on what version of Errol returns. And like I said, man, I can't count this dude out. I can't just throw him away like that without at least seeing it one more time, man. I feel like Sebastian Fundora is more than capable of challenging Errol enough and pushing him enough to show us exactly what he is and what he ain't. And that'll show Errol exactly what he is and what he ain't as well. So I think, nobody want to stick around and take beatings, right? And I think if you find yourself in a similar situation like that with Fundora, like this is as dangerous fight as it get, right? Young guy ain't really got nothing to lose, right? He arguably shouldn't even be here. He got a title shot off a loss and then got his nose broke up. But guess what? He got long ass elbows, cut Tim Zoo on the head. Now Tim Zoo bleeding profusely the whole fight. They make it through. He get a decision. He cooking with house money. He playing with house money. Fundora arguably should not even be here, but he is. You get a chance at Errol to make some money. And if Errol ain't who he need to be in the night, now he get a win. Now he looking good. And then from there, you possibly could go into a Crawford fight. And this could go crazy. This could be crazy. Or for the Errol, if he wins, just think about what it could mean for him if he come out here and look the right way. So I'm waiting for this, man. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for them to just announce it already. I'm ready for Big Fish to start tweeting his emojis again. I'm ready to see him back there hitting the bag, going to work. I'm ready to see exactly what he got left, bro. And I think this fight will show us everything we need to know about Errol Spence and where he's at as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? It ain't this gonna be the right fight. It ain't gonna be, you know, oh, I need to see it again. Like, you don't win this fight, I don't need to see it again. You get me? You don't win this fight, I don't need to see it again. I don't need to see you compete again. For me personally, I'm going to support whatever you do. But I think even for him, it'll be a real decision for him to think about, right? I go out there and get my ass kicked. Yeah, bro, I'm not in here to just get beat up and be no journeyman now. So I can't beat Fundora. He go out there and kick my ass, then ain't no need for me to stick around and just see how many L's I could rack up before I say it's time to go. So I want to see it. I want to see it just be over and done with. I'm tired of speculating. Who cares? At this point, I don't care who gonna fight him. I just want to see the fight. So if he gonna fight a Fundora, let's just see it and get it over with, man. But like I said, man, if this is the fight over Bud, I think Bud is in a good seat, bro. Spence versus Bud rematches. The Bar versus AJ. No one will ask for it. Nah, I think if he came back and won, I think especially he beat somebody, he beat Fundora, he do it the right way. I think they'll ask for it, especially if he do it without looking concerning to the naked eye. You know what I mean? So he's going the same as Shiraz versus Ammo. Damn, man. I wish I knew, man. I wish I knew. You heard something? Did you hear anything? Did you hear anything at all about his trainer? Because I still haven't heard much about his trainer. Bud, Virgil, Benavidez, Morel had C-level performances this year. I don't know. I don't think they had C-level performances, man. I just think when fights are competitive, people reduce it to C-level. I don't think C-level beats my Jermall. You get what I'm saying? I don't think a C-level performance beat my Jermall. That's just me, but that's what I seen. I just seen him take a little bit to figure him out. Tricky guy, but he did. Seen him hurt him just a bit, a time or two in the fight, but it was a good fight. Good exercise, man. Good work for Crawford. Charlo versus Andrade is a co-main for Tank versus Roach. No, I know people keep saying that, but Charlo not fighting. What's his name? Hold on. There you go, right there. Shout out to my guy L-Dub too, the fax machine. But there you go, right there. I'm Jake Donovan. Get what I'm saying? I know people thinking Andrade and Charlo. I know I got a video too. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit, but I think again, people, it's a little premature. I don't think that's right now. You know what I'm saying? Not obviously not next. They saying Thomas Lamana is in line for Charlo. But I see Charlo look like he facilitating what could be his next move. He asking for Andre, talking about call him. They've been going back and forth in the comments a little bit. I see it. Look, that's a great fight, but he definitely need to get back first. I don't think you need to spend that much time on the sideline just to get back. And now I just it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. So he need to get back. You know what I mean? He need to get back fight. Since that Navarrete versus Brunswick fight, ain't been live on the fight day since. Yeah, that one was terrible. No, I did. I think I called the fight after that. Maybe. But that one was terrible, bro. That was hard to watch. Spoke to Paul Andre today. No more and Boo Boo ain't fighting. Shout out to Trick Notes. And I believe it. See? Well, there you go. So again, for me, I hear them talking to each other, but I'm not willing to say that they fighting each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a fight happening out of that. It looked like that's what he want, but I hope that's what he get. I hope that's what he get. But they definitely ain't fighting right now. And shout out to my guy. Like I said, he had sent this to me anyway, after I already knew. But Thomas Lamana more than likely would be the guy that Charlo will be fighting. Definitely won't be Andre. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't even make no sense for him to fight Andre from all that inactivity to jump in there with Andre. It'd just be stupid. Risky. It'd be dumb. Boxing not doing that fight. I'm telling you, Tay, it was hard to watch, wasn't it, bro? I was like, bro. Irvin Mack, what's good with it, bro? Bro, how you feeling? And I think certain fights certain styles don't mesh well, right? And that was the one. That fight just was like, oh my god. Ugly fight, bro. Ugly fight. Do you agree that PBC hit different? Oh, PBC pay-per-views hit different. I love PBC, man. I love boxing. You know what I'm saying? I like when they put a good event together. You know what I'm saying? Jermall trying to call Andrade. Right. We could talk about it. So like I said, shout out to my guy, but I ain't hear much about Errol Spence and his trainer. I'm hearing little whispers that he might got one already, but I know with him keeping stuff under wraps, it's either somebody gonna find out behind the scenes or he gonna come out and let people know. But until then, he got a lot of questions he need to answer, bro. But he could somehow make it back in the ring with Fundora, man. Kudos to him, man. I just want to see what's left, what he got left to give, man. You know. And in the meantime, let's see where Crawford end up, man. He got a couple potential options looming. Who knows, man? Who knows? Turkey Al-Sheikh might make an offer Canelo can't refuse. Andrade ain't no spring chicken. Nah, he not. Nah, neither one of them. They not. These dudes not youngins. They ain't no youngins at all, man. But again, when you coming back from all that inactivity like that, that's I just couldn't picture them making that fight with him coming, off the situation he coming off. And I'm gonna play the clip because he was talking about Andrade. Shout out to Fire. Shout out to my guy, man. But he was talking about it. He spoke something briefly about his divorce. He said something else, man, that, I mean, I don't know what made him say that, but he spoke about Al Heyman being sick or something to that effect, too. Let me play this.
Somebody call Boo Boo Andrade and tell that nigga to get on the fucking live right now. Bro, he texting me. Why? Bro, he's this shit weird. We gotta make our own fights at this time. Al's sick. So I'm with it. What's up? Let's get this fight going. Like, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? We'll get it now. The divorce over. Single. I ain't worried about none of that. So y'all keep talking this divorce shit. Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm working hard. Divorce over. She signed her life away. Let's get to the money. All right? Boo Boo, hit me up.
Boo Boo, hit me up. Let's talk fashion. My guy was good with it, Remo. Said Boo Boo on the wrong side of 30. Yeah, 36. Yeah. And he been dealing with inactivity on his behalf too. So who wonders if he would even want to jump in there as well, being just inactive, bro. He just can't string fights together at this point in his career. So I don't know. You just want to see. You just want to see it, man. I'm rooting for Charlo, but he said something there. He said Al's sick and we got to make fights for ourselves. Like, I mean, right. Right, yeah, man. I hope so too, Kello. I don't know when he say that. It's broad statement, man. Broad statement. So I hope that ain't the case. But he's saying we gotta make fights for ourselves. So I mean, I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but I think first things first for Jermall is to just get that business done that you got on December 14th. Like I said, if it's Thomas Lamana that you fight and focus up on that, get that out the way, and then see if you can get a Boo Boo fight. I think that'd be cool. I like both guys. I think it's a good fight. Me, I particularly would love to see him fight Caleb Plant after that slap, but who knows, man? Who knows what's gonna happen? But I hate. It's unfortunate that he said Al's sick and we got to make fights ourselves. I hate it. I hate to hear that, but man, the dude be out. He like a ghost in boxing, man. You don't see him. You hear about him, you just don't see him. That's Al. It's like a mystery. I'm saying Andrade versus Anthony Dirrell. I think he retired. I believe didn't Anthony Dirrell retire? But we're gonna beat his ass. Yeah, I mean, look, that fight could go either way. Both of those dudes on point. That's one of them type of fights. But then again, man, I don't know. Charlo get back to the top of his game, man. I think Charlo is younger. Charlo might be a little fresher at this point, man. But I don't know exactly, like, what he is at this point physically. So I'm ready to see him back in the ring. I'm ready to see both Charlos back in the ring. So what better card than to pair on than a tank card, man? Make appearance, a Charlo sighting on the tank card. Let's see Plant losing again unless he fight Iglesias. That dude, hold on. Is that dude at 68? I thought he was a cruiserweight. I thought that Iglesias guy was a cruiserweight. Am I tripping, y'all? Shane Mosley. Fought a week ago. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I know he was saying something about having a fight, an exhibition. I think he had, right? Maul had G ducking. So we seen Boo Boo Davis beat the stew out of that, man. Yeah, David, man. David was rough on that fight. Was rough for Boo Boo Andrade, man. It was rough for him, but he fought the wrong fight. I was at 68. Is he Iglesias? Thought he was a cruiserweight. Who am I mixing him up with then? Who am I thinking about at cruiserweight? I'm tripping. Shout out to my guy from my view. Iglesias 58 will fight an IBF eliminator November 7th. Shout out to Dub. Always on it. I haven't failed Beterbiev to make him a big star. Nah, I don't think so. I think Beterbiev is right where he need to be. Think about it. Even with the setbacks, he's still in position. The only thing is, Al, I think, could only do but so much, right? He can't force guys to give David an opportunity. So he got him the fights I think he was supposed to get him. And I think he continue to do that. And you see it with the Morrell situation. So Benavidez is still building. He's still young, still got youth on his side. And it's not a lot of like stars in boxing, like big stars. It's not a lot of those. There's some well-known fighters, and we got a few, but everybody not a superstar boxer like that, But I think he's in a good space, Benavidez, and on the path he on, he moving in the right space, man. He moving in the right direction. I think he gonna get what he need to get. J.O. Patai, you right. I think that's what I was thinking about too, Tay. I don't know why. And I know Jay ain't Iglesias, but I seen the Iglesias kid. I'm fairly new to him. I think I seen him fight just one time already. Just once. Spence versus Mel, DJ, the Fundora could be Zoo. I wouldn't mind. I wonder would they ever mix it up. But I'll be surprised though at this point. Chop Shop, what's good, bro? How you feeling, man? I'd be surprised to see that, but let's see how it all shake out, man. I'm just tired of the Errol Spence like news and people talking about how shot he is without even seeing him again. So if he goes out there against Fundora and get a win, but he got a lot of questions, right? Because he do need a new trainer, and he jumping right back into the deep, man. So I don't know, man. It's boxing though, man. But I rock with Errol Spence. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he got left, man, when he get back. Try to beat the scale of 75 pounders when they move up. Patai nice. Iglesias is like a Morrell 2.0. You can beat Morrell in the amateur, strong fighter. Tap in now. I seen him fight one time. Like, I'm hearing his name for sure. I'm aware of him, but I don't know why I just mixed him up with Opatai. I don't know why I thought he was a damn cruiserweight or something, though. I don't know. I'm tripping. Oh yeah, man. Is he a Cuban fighter? I don't know. He one of them Cubans. Them Cubans be nice. But like I said, I think I got to see him fight. He's strong, man. I think he got a knockout. He just maybe that was the last fight he had. I think it was the last fight he had. Like a strong ass dude, man. Strong kid, man. Look like he could fight. Stretched out. Was good with it. He just had Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is underrated. Absolutely, Ronnie Shields, that guy, man. I'm not watching Fundora fight. He doesn't have a dog like his sister. Spence for the win. Nah, he got some dog. Fundora got some dog in him, but I'm just rooting for Spence. I hope Cuban base out of Germany. It's promoting in Canada. Shout out to Dub, man. Appreciate you. It's a Cuban fight next week. Yo, and it's Talese. I'm familiar with Talese. I'm familiar with him. I got put on to him a little while ago too. But I'm hip to Talese. He can fight. Might beat everybody. He might, like dudes say, he might retire. He might just be the guy to retire undefeated, bro. He might be the guy to retire undefeated. He might. My bad, y'all. He might be the guy to retire Pernell Whitaker versus Bud. Boots beat Fundora. His reaction time is crazy. Yeah, that'd be a odd fight to watch. Boots would probably be too fast for him. I wonder, or how would the length affect him though? Because that's a long ass dude, man. Gabby Fundora versus Gabriella Lannis. Undisputed November 2nd on Schofield undercard. Shout out to Gabby Fundora, man. She a real one, bro. She a real one, man. I like the Fundoras, man, but I really like his sister, bro. She nice. She can fight. She fight hard. She fights hard, bro. She fights hard. She fights hard. Got some dog. His sister be ferocious. Nah, his sister something. His sister something. But you know how it be, man. He in that 54 division, man. It get heavy up there. It get competitive at the top, man. Fundora, he in the thick of things, man. Just think about the names that he being thrown in there. He just had a tough fight with Timzo after getting stopped by Mendoza. He's had a few different wars already, and he'll probably find himself back in another fight with Spence after that Tim Zoo situation. That dude tough, man. Pretty damn tough. But that toughness, man, that shit where, you don't want to prove that every single fight. That's what Fundora problem is. When his fights are good, typically is because it's some type of back and forth and he don't just dominate. Yeah, he get touched a lot. He get hit a lot often. Gotta redeem that slap. They gotta fight at some point, bro. They got to. At some point. Hopefully they will. Spence versus Zeus the plan, not Crawford. That's a good fight too. I ain't mad at it. Maybe they just and again, you know what? Something else to consider too, man. It ain't just about Crawford, right, man. Because after they went through what they went through, maybe they don't want to go through that again. Maybe they don't want to see back and forth with negotiations or something like that. But Spence and Zoo is another good fight. Hope he can make it there, man. I just want to see him get back in the mix. Yeah, Lubin been on the side for a little bit. Yeah, he be getting touched up, bro. He be getting touched up. Fundora been in I'll say three good wars at this point. The Zoo one was the most recent. I remember he had a war with Jamonte Clark as well. Him and Lubin was back and forth till it got stopped. He been some scrappy fights, bro. Got stopped by Mendoza. He's taking some punishment, man. He's taking some punishment. I just know after a while, man, you start to wear on your punch resistance just don't be the same. You just can't keep taking that punishment like that. And he be getting clipped on. Zoo and Crawford. All these fights, Zoo will make a good fight with everybody right now. That dude bring it. Ramos versus Bulchuk. My guy was telling me about I think he said Mel Charlo and Ramos. Mel Charlo and Ramos. True, the heavyweights are pound for pound, so that's a conflict of interest. Oh, he's talking Lubin versus Errol will be very, very, very interesting battle on the inside. I'm just hopeful Errol can get back to form, Remo. Hopefully he can get back to form, yo. If he can do that, he can make fights with these dudes because I like what Dub's saying. I like Tim Zoo and Errol Spence. I think it's a fun fight, too. It's action-packed. All these fights is tough. Dang. Man, all these fights is good, bro. All of them. Wilder versus Joshua. Wilder gonna make Bulchuk look like an amateur. Yeah, it may be. Stylistically, maybe he might present some problems because I don't think he's gonna just let Bulchuk have his way in there at all. Gonna be a good fight though. That's a good style matchup to see who gonna take over. I think Errol just got to get back, man. I think that's the most important thing for EJ. He got to get back in the mix. Y'all. Got to get back in the mix, man. And I just want to see what he gonna look like, Because Because this Fundora is as tough a test as it's going to be coming off a layoff. The Rise podcast, my guy, senior in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling? What's good with it? You think Danny quit? Nah. I think Danny just ain't the same fighter. I think he a lot of wear and tear. Been through some things. Just ain't the same fighter no more. You know what I'm saying? It might be time to say it's okay to, you know what I mean? Then you gotta think that layoff, you take 2 years off, you jump up an additional weight class, you fight one of the more active guys there. That has been getting knockouts at the weight class since he got up there. Just a bad combination, just an uphill battle. Some fights, I get it, it's worth the challenge because if he win, then he's a 3-division champion. And if you lose, then all right, you challenge, you try to be great. You fought a guy that not a lot of people want to fight. You know what I mean? Opulent, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? You can get to see Ryan whoop Devin ass again. Man, it's the way they carrying it on. You just never know. Janabek's ass. Janabek was sharp in his last fight, bro. Janabek was sharp in his last fight. I would like to see him against Carlos Adames, to be honest with you. I need that. We'll clean out 160. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I ain't saying you can, but I don't think he'll be around long enough to clean, to try that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he'll be boxing long enough to try to clean out a 160. Like 154 to me could be a real focus for him. You know what I'm saying? I think he can get some stuff done there. Damas is an enigma. Yeah, I like Janabek. Janabek is good. Janabek is pretty good. Stop by Mendoza, the way folks been talking. Fundora, he's undefeated. Yeah, right. And just suddenly he had a growth spurt. It's a 6'6". Yeah, he can win, but he also has to get his long ass KO again too. Right. I mean, right. Yeah, Mendoza sparked him. Big tall ass. Chopped that tree down. And I'm telling you, my guy EJ, if this is the fight that's next for him, he going out there and he gonna chop that tree down because I believe in Big Fish. I want to see him tweet the shark emojis or something again. Start posting the graphics. I'm ready to see EJ back, man. Hurry up and put this to bed, man. All these people calling you shot. They saying he done. They saying he finished. I want to see if he finished. I want to see if he shot. I want to see what he got left. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him get his hand raised. Never offer Shiraz. You think he should take it? Huh? Yeah? Hamza? I ain't heard nothing about that. I ain't hear about that. That's a little crazy right there. I ain't hear about that. I mean, at this point, if you get a Canelo opportunity, I guess you take it. If you're anybody, you take it. You take the fight. Anybody, you take it. I don't think too many people would be picky about taking the Canelo Alvarez fight. Not one bit. I don't see it. Let's keep rolling, though, man. Let's keep rolling. So, shout out to my guy for letting me know that. I forgot. I think you told me that before about Spence and Tim Tszyu being a thing. Well, let's see Spence back in there. Hopefully, he can get past Fundora, and then it's only up from there, man. But if he can't return to form, I definitely won't need to see him no more. As far as Terence Crawford, I think he in a good position where he can have himself available for any big opportunity like a Canelo. If not, then go fight if you can, then you fight the winner, Bud and Fundora, if you can. Canelo knock him out, especially if I don't buckle him twice. Thurman was getting knocked out by Tim Tszyu. That would have been a tough fight for him, bro. Tim Tszyu would have been tough, but you know what? Thurman is a very smart fighter. He's tougher than what people give credit for, and he still got pretty good legs and movement in there. I would have liked to see the stylistic matchup. You know what I mean? Even though I know it's a tough fight for him, but shit, I think every fight for Keith Thurman at this point is going to be tough, especially with all that inactivity. So, Hard Rock Fundora the underdog because y'all know something I don't know about EJ. Nah, he probably won't be. You never know because Spence wasn't a favorite in his last fight against Crawford. So yeah, mess around and I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know if they would want to make him a favorite, Ben. I don't know. I don't know. That's. So I guess somebody gonna make some money that night, right? Somebody gonna make some money that night. People gonna make some money that night. But let's keep rolling, man. Something else I wanted to play, man. I seen this clip from Bill Haney, man, and I'm just like, man, I just don't think he get it, man. I don't think he get it, but I want to know what y'all think about this as well. Give me a second. I don't want to put it on the screen. Just play the audio. Thurman's done that torn bicep different. I mean, that's it just kept him on the sideline for so long. Like, and then he can't get out of his own way. He can't stay healthy long enough to get the fights that he need. Shiraz got an offer, but not Johnny Becalara. I ain't surprised by nothing Canelo do. I ain't surprised, but check this out.
Devin Haney is still the biggest and best fight for Gervonta Davis. He's fighting Lamont Rowe. Part of a champ. He could have sent over something. He could have talked about something. You dig what I'm saying, Tone? I'm not trying to disrespect the game where legacy reigns supreme, Tone. He's the youngest fighter and most accomplished fighter in boxing. That's all I'm saying. He got down with the Linares and Lomachinkos. Listen, Tone, that was before his time. You dig what I'm saying? Now, guess what? His time is the Keyshawn Davises of the world, the Richard Hitchensons of the world. And you're going to tell me that Devin Haney ain't great? No, I got Devin Haney beating Gervonta. Them guys ain't even champions. Them guys ain't even champions. He's already undisputed 2 division. We put a deal on the table for Teofimo Lopez by the way of Turkey Al-Sheikh and his company Top Rank. If that ain't the fighter trying to do the best for boxing, then Tone, tell me what else to do. Your hate or your criticism is our blueprint to the people, baby. Devin Haney.
So that's Trill Bill. That's Trill Bill, 40 mil Bill. Just, talking up his son how he always do. But he feels as though the biggest fight still for Tank Davis to this day is Devin. And I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I feel like people will always want to see it if it could happen. But if it's the biggest fight now, I don't know, given the situation with Ryan. I think Ryan could have affected that. You know what I mean? It's definitely the way people look at it for sure. Because one of the first things that you heard being echoed after the way Ryan and Devin played out is he getting there with Tank. Tank definitely will knock him out. You can't always do triangle theories, but you figure, man, it's the way Tank beat him and how he, figured Ryan out and stopped him, right? And you figure he'll be able to stop a guy in Devin Haney that makes several mistakes, and he was making them mistakes against Ryan. You make them mistakes against Tank. He lands his left. And you probably won't make it out the fight with him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just it's a tough situation, man. I think at a point, when they were at 135, I think that could have been one of the biggest fights for him for sure. I do. I just think all of the backstory with the back and forth, the sparring stories through the years, all of that build up, the sparring footage finally being released. I don't know. I think people are still genuinely watch it and support it for sure and want to see it, but I don't know if it's the biggest fight for him. I don't know if I could say that it's the biggest fight out there for Tank right now. I don't know. Because again, right, when you talking about biggest fight, you look at the numbers. So for that to be a big fight, right, that would have to do better. Or the biggest fight, it would have to do better numbers than him and Ryan. You would guess, and I don't know if it would do that, especially given after he got in the ring with Ryan. Now, say he went out there with Ryan and that never happened. Had he went out there and outboxed him, how a lot of people thought he would, then maybe you got something there. But even then, it's hard to say if it will be the biggest fight, especially in terms, you talking about numbers, right? Now, in meaningful fight, yes, it's right up there at the top, but I don't know how big it'll be, but I think it'll do well because the backstory, Tank fighting one of those guys finally that they felt like they've been wanting to see him fight for years. So I don't think he's out his mind, but he's gonna always be overly ambitious when you speak about his son. So you always got to consider that. So I don't know if it'll be the biggest, but I definitely think it'll do well. I think that still could be one of the bigger fights for him, right? I don't think he far, but the biggest, there's an argument or a bit of a debate there, if you will. But I think it'll do well if they ever fought each other. You know what I mean? But now it just looks less likely that it'll happen because Devin is so big, respectfully. And unless they fight at 140 or something, I could never see it happening. I think they're just moving in two different directions. I think Tank at 35, you got Devin at 140 struggling there, it seemed like already, where it's hard to make the weight. So I don't know if we'll ever see that fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we'll ever see it. Plug Cat was good with it. Nah, he ain't Doug Fundora. Well, mine seeing Kyron Davis versus Adames. I need Adames and Johnny Beck. I need that. You know what I mean? Shout out to B-Dog, man. But you can't. I don't look at Crawford as no duck, man. And you've heard it. You heard Fundora's people going back and forth about who they was gonna fight. You get what I'm saying? They initially announced Errol. Terence Crawford was saying he was gonna get the fight. Errol told him he don't wait in lines. You see the WBO try to order the fight. Terence Crawford, they said, asked for extension. All that. I said it, bro. I said it. I said it, man. He damn sure is, bro. He damn sure is, in my opinion. I think he is, man. And people don't see it. Keeping options available, playing the field. You know what I mean? Playing the board, seeing what move make the best sense, the most sense, right? And if you're looking for lucrative opportunities, right, you steer clear of just running into a fight if you don't have to. But I think it's some, I don't think it's all up to him either, though. You know what I'm saying? Because Fundora and Team Fundora got to want to fight too, right? That can be Tank's biggest fight, but only if Haney beats Ryan in a dramatic fashion. Now that right there, you talking about something right there, Mr. Impride. If he was to go out there in some type of way, yeah, like kick his ass impressively, I would say, just impressively. Yeah, man, that might start that conversation back up. But for one of the first times in a while, like when you think about that, I think it's dead. I don't see that as a realistic fight right now for Tank. But I know he said he wanted that fight, but I don't see where they meet at. I just don't see it. And like I said, it's just unfortunate because Haney constantly growing and Tank is done. So let them soften each other up. Probably think Spence the easier fight stylistically. Could be that too. Keeping options open for other, keeping your schedule clean for any other opportunities. But keep in mind, shout out to my guy Dub. He said, Spence and Zoo is the plan. So who knows still, even if Bud to get that fight, but who knows, man. I think people will start asking for it though. Now, will we get it is another thing, because now you gotta ask yourself, do the powers that be want to deal with that whole situation all over again, right? And have a repeat possibly a last time. So I don't know. It's a lot to consider, but in a perfect world, Errol Spence beats Fundora and rematches Terence Crawford at 54. For me, like in a perfect world. Dark Kent was good, fam. He says, seen Bud trying to let Spence get back in the mix by not coming in between the Fundora match, and maybe the winner, he earned that right. Earned the right. I mean, yeah, because you know what? Spence being back in the mix could be an opportunity for him, potentially, right? That's not the end all be all. If Spence win, mean they automatically rematch, but it's in a perfect world. I think people will start asking for it though, but maybe so. You know what I mean? Yes, let them soften each other up, put another fight on Spence, on Fundora. It's a bunch of stuff, but I ain't got all the answers. You know what I mean? I ain't got them all. Devin versus Tank at 140 using the WBC weight management program, strict weigh-ins, and make it happen. 1.5 times. Devin biggest payday. Yeah, man. That's the only shot it got. But if that fight was to ever happen, it'll have to happen sooner than later, because I don't know how long he'll be there. I don't know how long he'll be at 140. I don't see him being see him being at 140 for a real long time, man. I don't. Tim Tszyu is a beast. Yeah, he a beast. Give anybody a good fight at 54, man. He one of the top guys, and he earned it. He earned it, and I knew he grew on some people because he grew on me. I ain't saying I ain't never liked him, but just seeing him put in that work and get better and improve with the last few fights and put himself in position to be one of the well-respected top guys at 54. I like Tim Tszyu. Well, sit back, do all the heavy lifting. Not so much, though. Not so much because, in a sense, though, Mr. Empire, he could be, maybe he could be rooting for Errol Spence because, not saying he could control everything, but say he does return to form and win that fight. I think people will start talking about that rematch. So that could be a money opportunity for him in a perfect world for him, right? I think because it's not too many fights, I think, that's going to give him the type of money that people feel like he wants. So, Errol Spence winning could potentially set up that, right? Or at least, cause people to start talking about it again, if not outright demanding to see it, wanting to see it. So, but a lot of that is up to Errol Spence and what he gonna look like, who he gonna train with, who's gonna be his trainer, right? How he gonna look with this trainer. It's a lot of unknowns. I'm busy. What it do, man? What's happening with it, man? What is going on today? Friday? Is this an off day or what? Might be an off day. Man. What's good with it, bro? So I don't know. I don't know if that's the biggest fight for the young Dev right now. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think right now the most important thing is getting back. The biggest fight for Devin right now is what he dealing with Ryan, to be honest. And that's not me making jokes. I think the biggest fight for him, and it's not inside the ring right now. I think it's just the situation and the headache and the spectacle and the drain that has come with being involved with Ryan Garcia. I think that's his biggest fight right now. But I don't know. I think he need to figure out what weight he really want to fight at too, because I don't think he looks super big or nothing, but I just question how long he can stay around at 140. And I feel like that's why that fight is less likely to happen, because as the years go, as the fights go, the kids still growing, getting bigger, and which each training camp 140 gonna get harder to make. And once he hit 47, you could cancel Christmas with all that Tank fighting them shit. I think you could almost cancel that fight now. I almost just don't see too many scenarios where they make it happen. I don't. Virgil and Zayas. I'll pick Virgil right now. Watching Bivol versus Beterbiev. Gotta watch it, Troy. Shout out to you, bro. Cash Crypto was good, Cash. You gotta watch it. You got to watch it, man. Got to. That's an undisputed fight. That's a real fight. That's a champion will be crowned. Will be one champion after that day. But I think Bivol got a tough fight on his hands, bro. Got a really tough fight on his hands. But I think he can make it interesting as long as he boxing and moving, he can make it interesting. If he don't box and move accordingly, man, it could be a short night for him. Because you just can't take a lot of punishment from Beterbiev. A dude really wear you down, beat you up, punish you. Like, he got a punishing style. Ryan, what it do, my guy? He got a punishing style, but it's going to be a tough fight for him. But I think his best bet, I don't know. I think his best bet is to test the knee, man. Try to test the knee. All fighters, when after getting injured and bouncing back, they all say that they good, they better than ever and all that stuff. He ain't saying that he better than ever, but he's saying the knee is good. I say Bivol need to try to put that to the test. You need to try to see just how good he is or ain't on that knee with movement or something, because standing right in front of him ain't going to work. So you might as well box and move and try to, work that knee out. Make him use it. Make him have to use as much movement as possible, man. Keep that dude thinking and box his ass, man. But it's hard to stop him and deter him from doing what he want to do in the ring, because he he's so damn determined, man. Even with a big gash and split down the middle of his head, that shit didn't slow him down a bit. It ain't much. You gotta hurt him. And speaking of hurting him, man, do I still got that little clip in here? Because even when you hurt him, you gotta put him away. You gotta put Beterbiev away, because he'll bounce back.
Right out. Oh, and he drops him just to rough up Johnson.
Right, he put him down.
Goes down.
Put him down.
Oh, Johnson goes down. Right hand. That was just a grazing right hand. And Johnson melts in front of him. In your own senses, I have no problem with it.
And you look at the fighter's eyes.
Look how short that shot was.
He's in bad shape.
Throws off your equilibrium.
Watch again. There's the first right hand. And there's the second.
Bang. Right on top of the head, bro. That dude is a damn bear with gloves, man. I'm trying to tell you. Bivol got his work cut out for him, man. I don't think Bivol was pillow fisted or nothing like that. He just ain't no puncher. And he don't fight with the same intent that a Beterbiev do, right? He don't fight with that same, aggression and grit. Now, only because in this case, though, I don't really like the confidence, but I just heard too many stories about Beterbiev's power, and it's starting to make me feel like it's almost going to be nearly impossible, right, to make it out of that fight without him getting hands on you. And he do get hit, and I seen Joe Smith catch him high on the head, be able to hurt him. Joe Smith ain't come close to doing nothing to Beterbiev. Then on top of that, in this situation, it's similar, not the same, but similar to a Tank and Shakur kind of thing, where you got one guy is a pure boxer versus a guy that can punch, he's a puncher, a born puncher, but can box well enough to keep up with that guy. That's where it's dangerous for Bivol. I don't feel like the gap or separation in skill and stuff is significant enough to where Beterbiev can keep up with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? And then in the power, it's a big discrepancy there, just like it is with Shakur and Tank. It's very similar, right? You got the pure boxer, you got the boxer puncher, or the guy that can do both, right? And at a high level. That's the thing. So Beterbiev can box at a high level too. Yeah. Obviously Bivol do some things better than him. I think he's just all around better mover than him, right? Box better on the outside. That's what he do. But the thing is, Beterbiev can do those things. And even if, Bivol can do some things better, the gap is not a significant enough gap to where I feel like, he can just box and be clean like that the entire time, right? And you've seen some of the fights in the past, like he takes shots, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, what kind of shots can you really take from Beterbiev, right? What kind of shots you gonna take from him? Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous out there with that man. It's dangerous. You sparring story. Beterbiev sounds biblical. Yeah, Bev. That's what I'm saying. Everybody describing his power all these different ways, and I'm just like, he can't step to him. I don't think that'd be smart. Not stepping to him. To some degree, you're gonna have to stand your ground at times, but I think the plan should be boxing and moving and forcing him to put that knee to work and see if that repaired knee is really good or is it not. It's a chance that it could always be some type of lingering issues with knees. People with knee issues always say that your knee will never be the same and all that. So maybe you got to just put that to the test. Put that knee to the test. Put the knee to the test and see what he can do with him, man. But I mean, look, I don't got a dog in the race because I like both guys. Bivol, my guy, I'm gonna hate to see him get knocked out, but I think he might get stopped. Think he might get stopped, y'all. I do. And something else I wanted to talk about real quick, y'all. That I seen Chris Eubank and Conor Benn had a face-to-face encounter, man. It got a little heated with the two UK lads, man. Check this out. I don't know if y'all caught this, man. Between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn.
In the middle. Mark in the middle.
What are you talking about? Like what? Like what? You're lucky to fight. Tomorrow, fuck you up right now. Yeah.
You see, this guy comes in when I'm cutting weight.
Comes in when he comes. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow after the fight. I'll see you tomorrow after the fight.
Yeah, you get in that ring.
Yeah, what? Get in that ring. I'll get in that ring and fucking give it to you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, mate. You're fucking lucky you're fighting tomorrow. You're lucky, mate. Get on with me.
Okay, let him come close, man. I like this. I like this energy. I like this energy.
Yeah, what? You like the girl?
You're a kid. You're a kid.
You're a kid, yeah. Kid that's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, kid that's gonna fuck you up. Yeah.
Watch what happens.
Yeah, watch what happens.
Chris Eubank, like you're a kid. You're a
That
kid.
boy walking, yeah? Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky you're fighting tomorrow, and I need you to win.
Okay.
Yeah, you're lucky, so I'll give you a good ass being in front of 60,000. That's what's gonna happen. 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 I'll be there tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night then. I'll see you tomorrow night then. Arrogant prick.
Oh man, yo, seeing them two go at it is funny, man. Eubank, Bomac. I don't know. I probably wasn't a permanent situation. And then you hear Eubank saying Crawford as a potential opponent for him. Yeah, Conor Benn always amped up. He always amped up. I don't know why he's so mad. Who is he mad at and why? Like, what exactly is his deal and why is he so angry? Conor Benn is an angry guy, bro.
When I see him, I'm on site. Do you know what I mean? I'm on site. I'm here, and he's lucky he's fighting tomorrow. Otherwise, it would have gone terribly the other way. We would have been scrapping there. I would have tried to spun his jaw there and then turn his life straight out.
He turned his life straight out. He said he would have spun his jaw. Damn, I ain't heard that one. He said he would have spun his jaw. He would have turned his life out. Like, man, looking like an undisputed character. His braids, them braids get on my nerves. The eggs on a bit on Ben. You look hella big. Look, I think that's a fight that been brewing for some years, bro. True Bud almost beat T up and Saudi at the airport. At the medicals, I think one of their fights or something, his father was saying Terence Crawford was about to was looking for him, ready to put hands on him, and they ain't know why. Hey, for what, bro? He said the security had to break it up. He said he glad he wasn't there or something like that. Sounded like he was nervous, man. Yeah, but Conor Benn and Chris Eubank been brewing for some time now. I actually want to see the fight just to get it over. Conor Benn is so for sure that he beats Chris Eubank, but I'm not. Like, I don't think he punching the same way. I think Chris Eubank is a little bit sharper, more experienced, a lot more relaxed and patient in his approach. Conor Benn will be coming in there with a lot of aggression. And I don't know. I think Chris Eubank could use that shit again.
It's very personal now. He's an idiot. I'll knock him out in 2 rounds. I will come out and sink a right hand straight on his jaw. For another guy to lap up on another man's pain and use it as clout or, at my expense, it ain't my cup of tea.
Ain't my cup of tea. See, he too fired up. You're gonna knock him out in 2 rounds. You fought who he fought last? Pete Dobson. You didn't knock Pete Dobson out. I don't know, man. I mean, you have to catch Chris Eubank with a shot or something. I ain't saying you can't do it, but your punching power not looking the same. So I don't see you just being able to go in there and stop him like he's saying he would, right? I don't know about that. I don't know about him going right up in there and stopping him like that, bro.
Don't fuck up the bag, son. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't fuck up the bag. Yeah, don't fuck up the bag. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like that.
Like what? Like what? You're lucky you're fighting tomorrow. I'll fuck you up right now. Yeah.
You see, this guy comes in when I'm cutting weight.
Comes in when he comes. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow after the fight. I'll see you tomorrow after the fight.
Good. You get in that ring.
Yeah, what? Get in that ring. I'll get in that ring and fucking give it to you.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, of course. Mate.
We'll see.
You're fucking lucky you're fighting tomorrow.
You'll see.
You're lucky, mate.
We'll see.
Get your hand off me.
No, it's okay. Let him come close, man. I like this. I like this energy.
He's tough as hell with the security and everything.
You're a kid.
You're a kid, yeah. Kid that's gonna fuck you up. Yeah. Kid that's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Watch what happens.
Yeah.
Watch what happens. Dead boy walking, yeah.
Pussy.
Dead boy walking, yeah. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky you're fighting tomorrow, and I need you to win.
Okay.
Yeah, you're lucky. So I'll give you a good ass being in front of 60,000. That's what's gonna happen. 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 I'll be there tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night then. I'll see you tomorrow night then.
Arrogant prick. Yeah, you get out of me. You get out of me. What did you see in his eye?
Too tough for me, yo. Nah, Conor been too tough for me, bro. His ass. He said anger would have been his. Anger would have been his ass is crazy. Yeah, he too mad for me, yo. I want to see the fight. I think Chris Eubank might beat him. I ain't gonna lie. I think Chris Eubank might be the one to beat him. Experienced, sharper puncher. Fight more composed, more in control. He got a hell of an uppercut. He got pretty good punching power of his own. Conor Benn always talking this, I knock him out in 2 rounds. I change his life. I turn him inside out. Nah. I seen your last one. I think Chris Eubank could beat the guy that I seen in the ring the last couple times. Inch of what his father was. Yeah, he can't beat him. Hector was good with it, fam. Al Booger, my God, these UK blokes talking all this shit with the 2 PEDs before they fight. Yeah, man, that's why I say, man, it's a tough sell. He got to get himself back right. That's the main thing with him, because he just looked funny on the sideline calling for a fight. Then he telling Chris Eubank, don't mess up the bag. You already did it when you popped for the egg situation. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed to feel sorry for you when you popped with the eggs, bro. Like, your career been suspect since then, and you just been on the sideline barking. You know what I mean? I like this come up, but since the egg situation, it just been looking different for him. And he don't look like the same exact fighter neither. He don't look as muscular. He don't look as aggressive. He don't look as powerful. It just don't look the same. Arrogant prick. Oh, it made yeah, he calling Chris Eubank arrogant because Chris Eubank smiling and won't really feed into the chatter, to the trash talk. Chris Eubank is unbothered, bro. He don't give a damn about nothing that Conor was talking about, bro. He don't even care. One last clip. I think this is the last one from him.
Gervonta Davis is.
Oh, nah. My bad.
As soon as he said I like this, was when it bothered me, because he knows nothing can happen. Do you know what I mean? So, I like this. Yeah, of course. You'll like, see how much you like it when you're eating the canvas. That's what pissed me off. That's when he's going, I like this, because he knows I can't do nothing. You know, really, I went to swing for a naughty short left hook. Put him to sleep, spin his jaw, and that's what got me going. That's what
you're gonna put him to sleep and spin his jaw.
I'm there in, red mist, and he's going, I like this, just pressing my buttons, really.
Yeah, was this the first time you encountered him?
Ever since. When you want to lap up on a man's pain and play that game, yeah, cool. You think I'm gonna pull up and it ain't on sight. He's lucky he's making weight. And that's how I felt, For me, it was like, all right, cool, no problem. You want to play that game. You wanted to play that card and lap up on a man's pain when you know the truth. You know the truth, and you want to play that card. Cool, no problem.
Man, cry me a river, bro. I'm tired of y'all, man. Listen, one thing I'm tired of as a sports fan, I'm tired of every single time that somebody pop dirty for some type of banned substance, they take it out on the world. It all of a sudden becomes everybody else's fault. Like, he don't care that he felt like you was a cheater. Then they say the truth, like people supposed to believe that you wasn't cheating, which is why, you know what I mean, you blamed it on eggs. And then I think it was Frank Warren that said for you to, what did he say? What was it again that what was it? Clomiphene or something like that was supposed to be in this situation in the eggs. Frank Warren said for you to get that, he said that's banned in poultry farming out there. He said for you to get eggs that contain that in it, you had to go import them or something. So that had to be a miscalculation, whether it was somebody on your team that got you the eggs or whether you did it. You get what I'm saying? You went outside of the norm to get some eggs that had something in it, is what it sounded like Frank Warren was pretty much saying, because it's the only way you could have got it. So you can't then turn around and treat the rest of the world like it's their fault as to why you pop dirty. You get what I'm saying? Just clear your name Get back in the ring and just start beating ass and do it clean. But now, since you've been back in the ring since being off the eggs, he look a little smaller. And he just don't look as intense, and he don't look like he's as strong. He don't look like he's punching as hard. Like, that's just what it looked like. I don't know if it's just me seeing it, but a lot of people seeing it too. So I don't know if that's a product of him not being you know, on the stuff, on the substances, but I don't know. But it's not a good look. I'll say that. And he seemed like he mad at everybody, but you got to be frustrated with a decision that you made somewhere along the line, even if you intentionally or didn't do it, right? It's a decision that you made. We ain't do it. You get what I'm saying? He mad at Chris Eubank. But I do think all things real. I think they both fighters of fathers that used to fight. Both of their fathers put on in their day. They fought each other. You know what I mean? I think that's a good fight. I think it's a good fight between them two. Let them they gotta get some smoke. Them two gotta fight. All that back and forth through the years, man. Them two dudes gotta fight each other. They got to. I think it make a lot of sense, man. Summing up, look like Conor Benn lost some testosterone. Yeah, man, he looking like a smaller version of himself. Like, you know what he looking like from my view. You know how people look when they start working out for a little bit and they just kind of lose the pump. That's what it looked like with him. Y'all remember the game Alter Beast? Remember the game Alter Beast, and you get those power up, and you get bigger and bigger, and then you turn into like the animal after you get a certain amount of power ups. You know, that first level, he was looking like the dude that you be right before you turn into the animal. You big as hell. Now he looked like the first level when you get the first power up on Alter Beast. I know y'all played that game before, but that's what he looked like. He looked like that. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking. He looked like he lost the pump or something. He don't got the same pump with him, It ain't there. So and then in the fights don't look exactly the same. So the fight didn't to me. It just didn't. He didn't look like he had the same intensity to his game or something. Maybe I'm over analyzing it or something. I don't want to deem nobody a cheater. I know stuff happened. People get a hold of contaminated substances and stuff like that. But I think it's just all how you deal with it. You know what I mean? You can't be kicking and screaming. You had Eddie Hearn still trying to facilitate fights for you while you was, you know what I mean, with your boxing license being suspect. Like, it was a lot going with that. So I think the best thing for him to do is, get his situation straight and then go make some fights or go make the fight with Chris Eubank. I think it's a good fight for both of them. References food after being caught is major cap. Yeah, I hate it, Cash. It's annoying. BJ would do my guy. Conor capping, he sure looked different off that needle. I don't know, whatever it is he off or wasn't or ain't taking or eating no more. Whatever eggs he ain't eating, BJ, we could tell, bro. We see it too. We see it, bro. We see it, man. He ain't looking the same these days, bro. He's not looking the same. And hate to be the one to point it out, but he got a ways to go, man. He got a ways to go before he get anywhere near the top, bro. I think he's gonna be hard pressed to get himself up there. So I think, but part of me feels like that's why he want the opportunity with Chris Eubank, because Chris Eubank still is a respected name fighter, ain't no trash guy. I think that fight would do well for the UK people, but I don't even know if he can fight from where he at. That's the thing. So where would the fight even take place at, right? But he itching for that fight because I think that fight kind of brings some general interest back to him, back to his situation. He beat Chris Eubank. People are going to be talking about that. And them both being from the UK, having fathers that fought each other, is definitely going to be a big deal. So that's why he's telling them don't F up the bag. But you almost did that. You pretty much did that essentially when you get what I'm saying? When you pop with the egg situation. So she might, man, I might go home, Rolly. I might go home. I ain't gonna lie. Ashley's corner, what it do, cuzzo? Fan said the only egg, or Carter said the only eggs he ate came from his woman. What's good, cuzzo? They're not in the same weight class. Yeah. Nah, they was gonna fight before, Remo. Remember, they was gonna fight before. They met somewhere in the middle. They was gonna fight at the catch weight. They was gonna fight at a catchweight. I think he fought Pete Dobson at a catchweight. He fought Pete Dobson at a catchweight. They would have fought at a catchweight. I think they said, what was it, 156? Something like that. It was a catchweight, though. Kind of trying to be relevant, right? I think he feel like Chris Eubank is his ticket back into the mix. I think he feel like Chris Eubank, because think about it. Name another opponent for Conor outside of Chris Eubank. I think that's the most notable name that he can probably try to get in the ring with that makes sense. I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd watch it, though. I definitely would, yo. I think it'd be a good fight. He said the estrogen. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right. eBay should fight Adamas Lara. China bet. Eubank got a fight. He got a fight coming up now. Conor versus Ryan, the drug cheats. Yep. Yeah, let them bang it out, man. Wasn't they arguing with each other? Yeah, he was going back and forth with Conor a little bit too. Yeah, let them fight. Let them fight each other. Let them scrap it out with each other. Let them scrap it out with each other. Shout out to everybody pulling up on this Good Friday. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button for me, man. We're going to build for about 15 more minutes, y'all. Shout out to everybody rocking with your boy, man. Yeah, but I think that's his only way back, man. That's his only way back. But Ryan, T.O., Conor, they all in the same boat to me. They kind of irrelevant guys right now, and they doing whatever they can to stay relevant. Ryan, from the slurs to the, you know what he been doing, what type of shit he been on. He goofy, T.O. goofy. The banana stuff, he's stupid, and then you got Conor just with the egg situation, and he ain't been right since. He ain't necessarily recovered yet. His career, his image took a little hit with the egg situation, and he ain't bounced back yet. Battle of the PED boys. Battle of the PED boys. Yeah, I ain't got no sympathy for Ryan. I think he makes himself hard to rock with. Al Booger, my guy. Peace, family. My Teal calling who? Calling our Bud and our Boots and Barrels to stay on us. He dug Norman already. Yeah, he's turned Norman down, right? He calling out Bud Crawford because it's safe. It's safe. Bud Crawford is 2 weight classes away from him at 54 somewhere where I don't think him or his dad plan on fighting at no time soon. He also knows Bud is a respected name. You see him come off a win. He moved up to another division. People respect him. He feel like if you call him out, it's the safe thing to do. If he could convince people that he actually want to fight him, then they'll make an argument about it. But I don't think he really want to fight him. Turning down lesser guys than Bud and calling out Bud is crazy. And he with Top Rank. I don't think they interested in trying to make him and Terence Crawford, at least to my knowledge. So I don't see it. Think about the rematches on December 7th. Navarrete versus Valdez. Espinoza versus Ribisi. Navarrete and Valdez should give great question, man. That's gonna take us home. Appreciate you, Dub. Navarrete and Valdez is a good rematch. I'm pulling for Valdez. I hope Valdez get him in a rematch, but that should be an opportunity for Navarrete to look way better than he did in his last fight against Baranchik. He looked terrible. So that's a good rematch, actually, Dub. And then you already know Espinoza, Rafael Espinoza and Robisi Ramirez is ridiculous. That first fight was wild. It was a shootout. Robisi, man, he cried his heart out. He lost, man, but that was a war. And I think the second one going to deliver the same way. Those are two rematches that should happen. Those are rematches that should happen, in my opinion. Valdez and Navarrete for sure. And no, I wonder if Valdez get him this time, but we'll see. But Espinoza and Robisi should be a great fight, man. I want to see what adjustments Robisi Ramirez make because he's the guy that lost, right? I want to see how he approached this fight. If he gonna be emotional or is he gonna be like, composed and poised and go out there and really, because that shit was fun, man. They was beating each other up, man. Damn, you just gave me a fight that I want to watch, bro. Get off here. I want to watch that fight. I want to watch that fight, my guy, Dub. I'm glad you said it. Appreciate you, bro. I want to watch that one. Yep, Espinoza ain't no joke, man. That's a great rematch. I like them dudes. He snuck up on me. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't hip to Espinoza. That fight right there, I was like, man, who the hell is this tall ass 126 pounder? And why is he that tall? And he a cheat. Where they get Espinoza at, bro? A lab? Man, where they get him from? First of all, why is he that tall at that weight class, bro? He like the Fundora of that weight class. Tell me he not. Am I tripping? Am I exaggerating? Or is he the Fundora of the weight class? His ass like Fundora up there, y'all. I got it. I can watch it. His hair. I found it. Y'all. I found it. They got him in Street Fighter. I'm telling you, right? His ass, man, dazzling him, bro. He like, I'm telling you, Fundora is dazzling, and that dude is Fundora of 126 is how the hell he weigh that much and he that damn tall. The place they got Fundora, the Twilight Zone, I don't know where they got them dudes from, man. Freak athletes, but he's a fun guy to watch. He really can fight behind all that height and shit. He ain't just some tall goofy. He actually can fight, punch, box, smart. He got heart. You take a good punch. He recover well. That's gonna be a fun fight, man. That's a tough fight. Robisi need. Yeah, I'm about to say that he need this win, bro. Yeah, he need this win. Shelton. He need this win for sure. He needed more than Rafael Espinoza for sure. I don't know. You see it twice, man. That shit. If he win, man, I wouldn't mind seeing that 3 times because I know it's gonna be that kind of fight, especially if Robisi win. Man, that's a good one, man. Shout out to Dub, man, Boxing Junkie, man, for throwing that out there. December 7th, that's coming right up too. Yeah, I'm tuned into that one. That's gonna be a good one. Nick Ball, he's a Cruz. They got him from another world. Nick Ball, tough as hell too. Shout out to Nick Ball, man. He had a hell of a win over Ronnie Rios. He battered him. Nick Ball could take a good shot too, man. He could take a good punch. But he battered Ronnie Rios, man. He tough as hell. He made me like him a little bit more after that fight for sure. The way he fought hard, man. That little dude is a tank, man. He's a little tank. Man, he's a little tank, man. He don't play. He ain't for playing there. I like Nick Ball. He can fight too. And he willing to go for it. He get physical in there too. He was pushing and hitting too. I seen him. He's sneaky, but he's a good little fighter, man. Whoever wins should try to get NUA fight. Oh, you talking about Nick Ball? For sure. Aliens in general is too short too. Conspiracy, you stupid, bro. I think Ford beat him. Nah, I thought he could have edged it too. I just wish he wasn't compromised at the weight. Had he not been compromised at the weight, all right, motorcycle gang. The summertime over, bro. Y'all want to be tripping with motorcycles outside the crib. But if he wasn't compromised at the weight, he definitely would have beat him. Definitely would have beat him in my eyes. If he wasn't compromised, he was weight compromised, I think, personally. I think the weight messed him up. I think the weight messed him up a little bit. I do. And he was compromised, and he looked like a dude that was, Obese versus Espinoza should try challenge anyway, because I know anyway gonna duck Nakatani. Nah, hell no. Nah, hell no. Hell no. Why would he do that? What happened is, you talking about Monster NUA? Monster NUA suggested that that Nakatani fight his brother first before he fight him. Nakatani got a fight coming up, and I think NUA brother got a fight coming up for sure. They win they fights, they fight each other. And I don't know from there, maybe NUA stand on his word. Maybe that opportunity presents itself, but that's a lot of things to work out. But that's what he suggested. Nah, but I don't, man. That man ain't ducking shit. Nah, he really liked that, man. But him and Junto Nakatani would be a hell of a fight to watch. But I don't see no reason in the world Monster ain't scared of shit. That dude believe in himself. You could tell the way he fight, he confident, man. Anybody that confident ain't scared to test themselves against any fight that makes sense for them. About your NUA fight on Sunday, Nakatani fight on Monday. Shit, why not? I like Nakatani. I like Nakatani and Tacoma Inoue. Like I said, that's supposed to be his next possible opponent. So shout out to the plug. I want to see that. Nakatani get the dust off too. Anyways, good work. I don't know. The monster might do it. He might do his young ass in. I don't know. Naoa, he might beat Tacoma Inoue. It ain't gonna be the monster. That's gonna be a whole nother ball game for him. G. He gonna have his work cut out for him, real. So I don't know. We gonna see though. We'll see. First things first, they got to get past their respective opponents, but I don't see Nakatani losing no time soon. Definitely not to the guy, whoever he is, he's fighting. So Tacoma getting knocked out by Nakatani. Should be a good fight though. But I like that. Monster suggested that Nakatani fight his brother first. Then he said he'll fight him. And Nakatani is with it. Nakatani like, cool. Fight your brother, then I get you. Cool. So I like it, man. I like them dudes, man. I like Monster Inoue. I like Junto Nakatani. You know, Tacoma Inoue is cool too. Not a bad fighter at all. D-Lay was good with Errol Spence coming on a long layoff again. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about his situation, man. He just haven't been able to, avoid layoffs and inactivity. And it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, but hopefully he finds a way into the ring sooner than later so we can see what's left of him. I don't want to say it like that. So we can see what he has left, in the tank. Everybody, so many people writing him off. It feel like almost everybody outside of his diehard core fan base. Rick Glazer saying stuff like he shot, is out with the old and with the new. He went from an Al Heyman darling to this and that. So there's a lot of negativity surrounding Errol Spence and his name. I don't really respect it because, and I ain't saying you got to feel sorry for no fighter, but he put in so much work. Hold on, my bad. If you're on the street and I tell you I fight my brother first, I'm going to hold 3 or 4. Errol Spence come. Oh man. Nah. I mean, but see, that's the thing, I guess, bro. I get that, but shit, it's like it ain't the street, right? It's boxing, and I guess it's competition, right? Inoue is so accomplished. You throw his brother in the mix. He's like, yo, you beat my brother, you could beat me. I think it's a good backstory, right? And the fact that Inoue is like, man, hey, all right, cool. We like, from what I was reading, they say he cool with that idea. So I ain't against it. Because if I like that thought. Like, I gotta go through your brother to get you. I'm gonna knock your brother off, and then I'm getting you. You know what I'm saying? I knock your brother off, then I'm getting you. Probably too, though, from my view. Smart though, you know what I'm saying? In terms of competition, it could be smart move, man. You get me? Know what I mean? It's always about, a game of inches boxing is, right? So that's probably what he doing. You know what I mean? But not even just that though. I just, it's interesting. I would love to ask or wonder what made him suggest his brother. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that'd give him a reason to want to really beat him up. You know what I'm saying? You see your brother get chipped up. You're like, yeah, I'll go get it back. It's a good backstory. I ain't gonna lie. He beat up his brother. You beat my brother up, and you called me out and beating you up. So yeah, I wouldn't mind it though. But I like Inoue, man. He's a good fighter, damn good fighter, and so is Junto Nakatani. I'm glad I got hip to him because a lot of times those smaller guys go under the radar a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I've been paying attention to that dude, man. He can scrap. And again, man, shout out to everybody rocking with me on this Good Friday, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man. We got an undisputed fight tomorrow between Beterbiev and Bivol. I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to see it. All right, so show me now. Fundora got to show me that he could finish Errol. That's where I'm at. So I get you saying Spence got to show you. No problem. But I feel like Spence showed me so many times that if you lost like that to the best fighter in the world, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say Fundora got to show me you can beat Spence the same way Terence Crawford showed me he could beat him. I think both things are fair. You get what I'm saying? Fundora got to show me you could Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. You get me? And I get it when people say Errol Spence got to show me that he could bounce back from that last performance. But I don't believe that, because I think that's something that people say because it sounds good. You're only as good as your last. Have you ever seen somebody go perform and then perform better than the last time out? So I don't feel like you're only as good as your last. I've seen people lose a fight and come back and bounce back. So it's like I've seen people get better than their last performances. So I never will believe you're only as good as your last. You're only as good as your last if you can improve. You're only as good as your last if you can improve. That's me. But salute to everybody, man. Nostalgia on that card too, dude. Can scrap. Oh, I said nostalgia. I'm saying, I don't get me messing up them names. Gold Rush was good with it. Edgar Chavez, my guy. Old school, my guy. Are we gonna take some punishment in the Fundora fight? Do you think it will affect him? All right, when he gets absolutely every fight from here, Gold Rush is going to affect him 100%. Every fight from this point on is going to be tough because of all that he's been through. And everybody that he fights, he don't want tune-up. So his fights are going to always be challenging. They're going to always be difficult because of, like I said, the things outside of the ring and, coming off the tough loss. Like, fights are always going to be difficult at this point. He's not young. They're not going to start getting easier. It's going to always be a certain level of difficulty that comes with any fight that he has. You get what I'm saying? No matter who it is from this point, he's going to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? Just General Zod got it this weekend. You and I both know, I think I might be leaning towards General Zod, man. Shout out to my cousin, Ashley's Corner, man. Everybody else in the building. As some fighters look better on the bounce back. Sometimes, Jermall Charlo. But I understand what you're saying, though, so it's fair. You know what I mean? Always a good discussion, bro. So, because I agree with what you're saying, too. Spence still got to show me. That's why I want to see him. But I believe I'm going to say Fundora got to show me, too, that you can put Spence away, that you could put the final nail in what people feel like is his coffin, right? Getting in the ring again. So, you know what I mean? Rick Glazer say he's a shot fighter. He shouldn't be fighting anyone. So a while back, people came out talking about he had neurological issues. So many unknowns, so many people counting Errol Spence out. All he had to do was lose one fight to the best fighter in the world, and they all counting him out. Fundora, Sebastian Fundora, I rock with you and your sister, but you got to show me you not no damn Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Big Fish, bounce back. I can't wait to see him tweet a damn shark emoji or something like that, some more merch or anything. I want to see him back. Hey, if Fundora is going to be his last fight, then it is what it is, but I'm rocking with him to the end. Fundora, you got to show me you could beat Errol Spence, and Errol Spence got to prove to himself and the rest of the world that he can return to form, even at that long layoff, devastating loss, a new trainer, and all these different variables. He got to show everybody that he can still be the guy, the king of the division. You know what I mean? But I didn't do it, beat for sure, but couldn't knock out. Errol was fighting to the end, wasn't he? Shout out to Shout, man. Shout out to ABZ, everybody, man. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. I got EJ. I'm rocking with EJ to the end. Like I said, Fundora got to show me. But with that, man, that's all I got on this Good Friday. Not going to be here super long. Like I said, much love, much appreciation to everybody that pulled up. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Shout out to the Super Chat, Cash App people. Appreciate you, man. Much love to y'all. And y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good old Friday, man. It's a good Friday. We got a good Saturday tomorrow with a great undisputed fight. I'm ready to see it, man. We got some good action. That's the thing, Gold Rush. I don't know. It's a bit of a mystery still. L-Dub asks the same thing. I don't know. And I won't get to making up no facts, but I just wanted to talk about this. Notice I ain't put no date, no nothing. We just hear that it's Errol Spence and not Terence Crawford. Okay, I think that's good for Terence Crawford because it could lead to good options for him. You know what I'm saying? If things go his way, but we'll see. Shout out to my guy, Judah Vision. Ambrose, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I'll catch y'all all tomorrow, man. Enjoy the rest of this Good Friday. Much love, much appreciation to everybody pulling up the build with your boy. And we going to be back tomorrow. Shout out to the fam. Y'all tune in, man. I think Bivol be on at 8. The Rise will be on at 9. And we going to keep building, man. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when